You're now watching Motivation Daily. Let's get tuned in.
Rocking with the one only D-Man. And today we're talking about broken people. Now, a broken person is somebody who's been hurt. And that pain often leads to them being shattered physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And sometimes you gotta be careful with those type of people because they can hurt you if you're not careful and put you in the same type of cycle. You see what hurt people, usually, or broken people, usually you get with them, you get to know them, you see them through their processes, and sometimes it doesn't match with you if you are not broken. It's like putting a whole cup beside a broken cup and trying to expect both of them to have the same type of function. One is going to do the right thing and the other one is just not going to work at all. Think about it. When you're dealing with broken people, sometimes you'll try your best to be nice to them, treat them right, make them feel better, make them feel good, no matter what is going on, but sometimes that reciprocation is not coming back to you. And you start to think, why am I going through this? No matter what good things you do, they see past it because they're coming from a wrong angle. They're looking at it from the place of hurt. They're looking at it from a place of brokenness. And there's different ways people are broken. You can be broken through your relationship, dealing with somebody that either beats you, verbally abuses you, puts you down as an individual, cheats on you, do certain things that affects you, whereby when you go in and wholesome, before you got broken and everything was normal, when you experienced these things that hurt you, it puts you in a different place. And once you become broken, it's like every other person you see, to an extent, resembles the person that hurt you or the experience that you went through that either traumatized you. When you're broken, you can also face traumatizing experiences as well. Like some people when they go to war, or some people when they go through an accident, or they're shot at. You can be broken. There's a story of somebody when I was in Nigeria. Some people broke into his house and they tried to rob his family at gunpoint, and that messed him up. It broke him. That experience hurt him. It traumatized him to the point whereby he doesn't even like going outside. He doesn't even like people coming into his house if he doesn't know them. He doesn't even like coming out of his room after that situation. It messed him up. It hurt him. It broke him. So he has to take time to heal and get back to himself. But at the end of the day, when you're dealing with broken people, you have to have patience. It's a very scary journey when you're dealing with broken people. Because sometimes if you're not careful, you can end up broken. If you're not strong enough, you can end up broken. And it's good for you to notice what's going on. Because sometimes those activities or those cycles, they start to creep up on a person that's wholesome if you're dealing with somebody who's broken. You have to be careful when you're dealing with broken people. If you know you can't handle what comes with it, I advise you to leave them alone. Leave them alone and let them discover themselves while you move on to the next thing and work with people who are in your lane, your category, who can get things done the way you can. You can meet a girl who's beautiful, but she probably was in a relationship with a guy that had put her through so much and made her feel like she was ugly and lowered her self-esteem. So you tell her, baby, you're so beautiful, you're so beautiful. She's like, what are you talking about? I don't understand. What? No, I'm not. Don't talk to me like I don't like it. You know I'm not. And you're like, what's going on? Why is she talking like this? But I'm complimenting you. I'm trying to let you know you're beautiful. It doesn't matter what you do. When somebody's broken, until they realize they are broken, whatever you're doing is not going to get through to them at times. You might see a little bit of, yeah, it's working. But then at the end of the day, it might go back to wherever it started from. And it's very toxic at times when you're dealing with broken people because they're not looking at things from the way you're seeing it. They're looking at stuff from a perspective whereby they've been hurt. And that pain, that traumatic experience is what aids their sight in their decision making and the things they choose to do in their actions. So sometimes you'll be dealing with somebody and the actions you get are different. You put something into somebody and she's not, or he won't put it back into you. You're like, what's going on? That's because sometimes they've been broken. They've gone through something. And the best way to heal when you're broken is by knowing you're broken. There's a lot of people that are out here that don't even know they're broken yet. You have to come to terms with that. Look at the differences in your life. Look at things how you were before you got with this particular person or before you went through this experience and start to think like, wow, how can I fix this? How can I get this better? It's a gradual process, but you have to get there and you have to get through it step by step. There's a time I was broken. A girl cheated on me, it hurt me. I was like, oh my God. I felt like it was the end of the world. I was like, man, she cheated. I love this girl. I did everything. Why she do that to me? But it ain't changed nothing. It made me hurt. So when I was dealing with females, I was hurting them. I didn't care. It was all about me. It's all about me. It's all about me protecting my feelings and not worrying about nobody else. And when you're dealing with broken people, you usually get that same type of situation. You'll pour your heart out to them, but it's like, man, they're still protecting theirs. They're not giving you what you're giving them. And I'll meet cool people and cool women, and sometimes they'll be like, why you treat me like this? Don't treat me bad because somebody else treated you bad. This is a whole new slate. I'm a new person. Let's make this work. Me and you, let's do it. But at that time, I'm not thinking it's all about me now because I've been hurt, so I'm protecting me. So you have all types of beautiful people come into your life at times, and you'll just be pushing them away because you're broken. You're broken. You're broken. That love that they have for you and whatever they're trying to bring to the table, you don't really see through it because of the pain you've been through. And it's real. It happens out here. So I advise you, when you're dealing with broken people, either have the patience to get through it or just leave them alone. If you see the same type of cycles going back and forth, my best advice is for you to go. Keep it moving. But if you're willing to be there through that process to help them, more power to you. But sometimes in the process of helping somebody else, you might forego yourself. Because if you're not strong enough, you might lose that wholesomeness, and pieces of their shattered glass might taint your glass. So you have to be careful when you're dealing with broken people. You have to be very careful. If you like what I'm talking about, I got more on the way for you.
Hey, if you like what I'm doing, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Also, don't forget to turn on the notification bells to see more content that I drop on a daily basis. Also, if you have any suggestions or advice for me to improve my content or topics to speak about, make sure you email me at ngns1ent@gmail.com. Thanks for your time and continue watching D-Man!